Hello everyone, and welcome back to Julie's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making my classic potato salad. So to start off with, we're going to be using potatoes. I have 5 pounds here. We're going to be using mayonnaise, onion, pepper, vinegar, salt, sugar, and garlic powder. So let's get started. First thing to do is when I make my potato salad, I like to peel my potatoes first. So I'm going to get started peeling my potatoes. I just find it's easier for me. A lot of people I know boil the potatoes with the skins on and then they peel them, but I just prefer to do it this way. Because this way I also feel that this way if there's spots in potatoes or there's something, the potatoes sometimes have bad spots, it's easier to cut it out now than to peel the potato after it's cooked and find out, you know, it's got spots in it, rotten, not something you want to eat. So I just prefer to do it this way myself. However you like to do it, that's up to you. As you can see, we have a little spots there that I want to just kind of cut out. Makes the potato salad look a little bit nicer without all that in it. There. And then when I get done, I'm going to slice it. Bowl here. And I just like to slice it, I guess about like 1/8 of an inch thick, only because I like to try to keep the potatoes whole. I don't want them to break up. Some of them will, of course, which helps make it kind of creamy, but I like for them to keep their texture and to keep their shape for the most part. I think it makes it look a little bit nicer, a nicer presentation. Okay, so I'm going to get on the rest of these and we'll go from there. So now what I want to do, I want to chop my onion. I have the potatoes on boiling in water with a little salt, and I want to watch them because I want them just to be a little tender and stay firm, so I want to keep an eye on them. But in the meantime, I want to chop my onion. And the best way to do that is to cut the end off of it. And I like to put a slit in it that will help me to peel it. It's a little bit easier that way to get all the skin off in layers and everything. Oh, that membrane there, that just wants to stick to it. Makes it kind of slippery. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back there and go right back in that pipe and cut it in half. And then I leave the end intact here, the root end, because it helps hold it together, so I can make nice slices. And when that's all done, then I'm going to chop it. And throw away the end. And then you have nice little slices there. This is my dish. Okay, so we have our onion all chopped up and ready to go. So now we're just going to wait on the potatoes for a little bit to cook. Alright, so now we're ready to make the sauce. So I want to add my vinegar. I'm going to add it right in here with my chopped onions so I can get it all thoroughly mixed up. I'm going to add my pepper. Garlic powder. Salt. And sugar. I'm going to get this all mixed up. I like doing this while the potatoes are cooking because this way the flavors can all start to come together. Okay, and now we're going to add the mayonnaise. Alright, so here we have this all mixed up, and we're going to check on our potatoes, see how they're doing, and see if it's all ready to come together. Okay, so let's check on potatoes. Let me turn around a bit here. And I just want to try to put a knife through one of them, see how they are. Okay. These look like they're done. The knife goes through them nicely, and they're still firm. So I'm just going to shut this off and drain them. Okay, I'm going to let these drain. Oh, glass is all fogged up here. And let these drain a little bit and cool off a little bit. I don't want them too hot. I do want them warm a little bit because that's going to help the mayonnaise and all the flavors absorb into it. And then I want to cool down and put it in the fridge so they can go in the refrigerator. Okay, so the potatoes have drained very well. Now we're going to put them into the dish here so I can mix them up. Try and be very careful because they're very hot still, and they break apart a lot. I want to try to keep them as intact as possible. Just going to add the mayonnaise mixture. Give it a stir. More like folding because I don't want to break everything up. Alright, that's the last. Okay, spread it around. Let's just mix it up very carefully. And these are still warm, so that's going to help the mayonnaise to absorb into them and give them a little more flavor. You do want to check though after you make this. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and sometimes after they set a while and cooled off, you might need to add just a little bit more mayonnaise to it. Sometimes potatoes really absorb it and they're just a little too dry, and you want just a little bit more of a dressing on it. Okay, I think that's mixed up nice. Made a nice dressing on it. So we're going to give it a taste in a few minutes. Okay, so this is nicely mixed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll give it a taste, and we'll see how it is. Hi, so we're back. The potato salad has been in the refrigerator. It's nicely chilled. So now we're going to try it. Let's see. Looks good. Let me just give it a little stir here. There we go. Just make sure it's nice and creamy, so it's good, but it doesn't need any more dressing. It has plenty of dressing, so it's creamy, it's well absorbed, and still has plenty left over. So let's try it now. The potatoes kept their shape, but they're still tender, very flavorful. The onions give it a nice crunch, not overpowering. It tastes a little bit of the garlic, this nicely seasoned with the salt, and the mayonnaise gives it a nice creamy texture and flavor. Another bite. Alright, well, I'm very happy how this turned out, and I think you're going to love it. So I want you all to try it. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and give me a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoy it.